All right, guys, boom. Before we get into the video, I needed to show y'all my fall outfit. Yo, it's a little windy and your girl don't even know how to act, so I had to pull out my jacket. Yo, I am obsessed with this jacket. This is one of my favorite jackets. I've held on to this jacket. This jacket has been through a lot. But when you have a jacket this special, you gotta take it with you no matter where you go. So it's like through shelter, through rain, come shine. This jacket came with me and I am glad it did. Y'all ready? Boom. I know. I know. I know. I know. Super cute. The shades, is it not giving you hippie vibes? And then y'all like, yo, where's that choker from? Baby, is a tiara. Mad cute. I know. I'm feeling myself. I don't even know. I don't know if this is a vibe, but I'm feeling mad cute. Like, boom, baby. All right, let's get into the drama. I just wanted to show y'all my outfit. All right. Boom. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. You cannot even see my face. They are trying to outshine me. Espérate. Oh my God, bendiciones. I didn't even say bendiciones. I didn't even know how to act. I'm telling you, the weather change has totally brought something new out of me. Yo, why do I feel like I'm in the background and they all up in the front? I know. I guess it's like me being egotistical. I'm like, even though it's about them, don't forget that I'm still here narrating the whole situation. Like, I'm just as important to the whole situation as they are. All right. I'm gonna drink something that I haven't drank in a really long time. And I hope that I don't wake up with a pimple, but I'm gonna do it. Wow. My friends hated me because I always slurp and sip my soda. Let me tell you a weird mania. A mania is like a habit, right? My weird habit is that when I used to drink soda or juice, I would drink it in a cup with a spoon and I would slurp the juice with a spoon. Everybody hated me. They like was like, I wanna, Oh, they found it so annoying. But I'm on my own, so I'm gonna sip my soda the way I want to. I mean, I'm probably not gonna drink the whole thing, but while we're here, I might as well do it. All right, so boom. Where we last left off, Christy was trying to do, you know what, with Fireman John. They were in the bedroom. She was pregnant. She's in heat. She needed Fireman John. She was like, okay, I cut you some slack the first time, but now you already came prepared. You should know what's going on. Pants drop, here pills. Christy gets up. She's like, what's these pills? It was a little blue pill used for performance. And she felt some type of way. So she got into a fight with Fireman John. She left the house. She's back at her parents. Even though her parents did not want her to get pregnant by Fireman John, she was supposed to be going to the Olympic team as a figure skater. They put this girl through figure skating classes since she was like 3. So they were livid when they found out that she was pregnant and she was giving up all her dreams to get married with Fireman John in the midst of him going away to the military, going to basic training. And while Christy's back at home being pregnant, waiting for Fireman John to come back home for his leave before he has to go off to war or to a deployment, he was out there experiencing new experiences and kissing Harvey. But I'm not going to even sit here in front. Harvey was coming onto Fireman John strong and hard, but that's not his fault. Harvey's a single man. Fireman John is the one who's engaged. He should have been telling Harvey like, yo, look, man, I'm married. I'm engaged. Like, I can't do this. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He should have put the regla, and he did not put down his foot. He let it happen, and he went back for seconds and kissed him back. So we're not going to even sit here. We're not going to even sit here and act brand new, Fireman John. All right? Look at that look on his face. All right. So now that you got caught up and things are super messy in the House of Realness, now Christy's back at home. She's chilling. She's pregnant. She's angry with Fireman John. But Christy's like, all right, maybe it was just my hormones. Maybe I'm overreacting. She's texting Fireman John. But she wants to give Fireman John a hard time. So she's like really milking this moment. And she's like, no, he's going to pay for all his deception, disgrace. He asked for trouble the moment he came. Deception, disgrace. All right. I'm feeling so super animated. And if y'all curious, I got the citronella candles burning for the mosquitoes. And for the mochas, I got the chopper. I got the ratty baby. Instead of the ratchet, I got the ratty baby. And we about to we are about to squat these flies if they try to come play with me today. So boom. So now that you're caught up, Fireman John, he feels bad. He's in the house. But for some reason, now that Christy's not there, his mind keeps going back to the kiss with Harvey. He's been getting wet dreams, like waking up in the middle of the night in a hot sweat in the midst of about to reach the peak of the mountain and allow the waterfall to floweth over, if you know what I'm talking about. I can't believe I just did that. Please don't judge me. Please do not judge me. So boom, right? He keeps having hot dreams about Harvey. So in the middle of the night, Fireman John is home. He's been trying to text Christy. Christy's giving him a hard time. He goes on his phone and he goes on Google and look what he looks up. A gay club. Fireman John is like, Ja, I had it. I need to figure out why I'm having these dreams about Harvey. I need to know if I am gay. Oh my God. So now he Googled a club. He's like, I'm going Saturday. It just so happens this Saturday was when they do a show. A couple of drag queens and some beautiful trans women put on a performance, sort of a cabaret, but Fireman John did not read that. Fireman John felt super naughty for even looking it up, and but excited at the same time. Honestly, he was super excited as well. So fast forward, here comes Saturday. Okay, fast forward, here comes Saturday. Ooh, let me put on my jacket because it looks cuter. No, that's doing too much. I'm doing too much. Guys, I hope you know this is what I go through when I'm doing videos. I literally would sit here and look at my outfit and be like, oh God, I just feel like I want to change it up a little bit because I feel like, you know, I don't know. I feel a little stagnant. So now fast forward, Saturday comes. Fireman John makes sure he's smelling good, looking good, and he's like catching himself in the mirror. He's like, why am I secretly getting mad excited about this? Like, I'm preparing myself. He even groomed himself, if you know what I'm talking about. He took those buzzers and he took it a little lower than his neckline, and he groomed himself. He was getting ready. Él iba a aprovechar. He was going to figure out this night if he was gay or not. And those dreams were going to end. But Fireman John was scared. Once he got in front of the club, which was an hour away, he had to drive out of town because they didn't have any in the local town that he grew up in. You see, Fireman John grew up in a small town where, you know, Christy lives. I don't know, somewhere like, let's just say Midwest. I don't know. They live somewhere Midwest. Like Texas. Let's just say they lived in Texas, right? They lived in Texas, but they lived in this small town. Fireman John, you know, he had a dad who was a fireman as well, and he was the only boy. Fireman John had a sister, but she's married and went off about her way. She was older than him. So Fireman John is like, you know, his dad wants him to take over the business and all of this stuff, and Fireman John is just trying to figure out himself and this, that, and the third, right? And he lived a very sheltered life. So now Fireman John gets to the club and he's mad nervous. He's like, I don't think I could do this. I don't think I could do this. He sat in his car for the first 3 hours and he's like, you know what? I drove all the way over here. I might as well go inside. He goes inside. He walks in. It's quiet. It's dim. He's like, am I walking into the right place? And let me show you. Let me set the scene. Imagine everything being dark, right? And then when the lights turn on, you see Nomi. And then the lights shine and all of her rhinestones just glisten. They glisten, baby. Hold on, let me see if I can prop her up like this. Yo, y'all need to see all the detailing I did. I love Nomi. Nomi is like my work of art. I wish I could put her legs up, but I can't prop her legs up. But y'all get the effect. Now the lights turn on and he sees this and the rhinestones are hitting her like boom, boom, boom. Everything's blinking. Fireman John covers his eyes because it's so bright. And when he can reopen them, he sees Nomi and he is mesmerized. He cannot believe his eyes. He's never seen something so beautiful, so breathtaking. It wasn't even as if she was human. It was more like she was an experience, an entity. She filled the room, she filled the space, and all eyes were on her and everyone was at attention on pins and needles waiting for this creature to speak. And when she opened her mouth, she performed a beautiful rendition of a song. Fireman John can't even tell you what the song was. And I'm not going to tell you what the song was because I don't want to get demonetized. But let's just say that he couldn't even remember because all eyes were on her. And Nomi realized this. She saw Fireman John, and the thing that stood out about Fireman John is that Fireman John was taller than any of the men that had ever walked in that club. You see, Nomi is a local here, and she performs every Saturday night, and she closes the show, okay? And everyone waits to see Nomi. So she knows the locals, and she knows who comes to the clubs, and she's never seen a man like this. And she saw his eyes on her. And it almost made her nervous. She don't know why it made her nervous, but it made her nervous. I guess in a line of business where people look at you, they sort of look at what they want to see or what you're doing rather than looking at you. And in that moment, she felt like Fireman John was not looking at her as a performer. He was looking at her directly into her soul. The minute the performance ended, the lights turned off, curtains closed, everybody cheered. Nomi went off stage to put on back her bathing suit. So let's put on her clothes because let me tell you something. Fireman John, literally, the minute the curtains closed, is like that spell that was on him just released. And he was able to finally walk into the place. And he didn't realize that there were a line of people behind him like saying, yo, we've been telling you to move this whole time. Like, what's wrong with you? And he's like, who is that was on stage? And they're like, you don't know who Nomi is? Oh my God, she's legendary here. Let me figure out. This is your first time here? No wedding ring. That doesn't mean you're not married. Fireman John tells the guy, no, I'm not married. That's what they all say. If you're interested in Nomi, I'm pretty sure she comes out after her set and she walks around and she sort of parades around with us and she's really a good girl. Maybe you should take some time out of your day and get to know her on a more personal level. So boom, Fireman John's like speechless. He walks into the club. Nomi comes out in her bathing suit and she's like, thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. Everybody's cheering. She's happy. Fireman John walks up right up to her and he's like, I've never seen something like that before. And she's like, what do you mean? This place? He's like, no, you. I've never seen something like that. I still don't even know what you did on that stage. I just couldn't take my eyes off of you. And she's like, oh my God, you're making me blush. You're making me blush. So she's getting mad nervous, right? Oh, I'm getting mad into this. I'm getting mad into this. Fireman John don't know what's coming over him. But you want to know something, Fireman John? You're not going to keep saying that you don't know what's going on. You're just going spur of the moment, because at some point you have to take responsibility for your actions. And you know that you have Christy at home pregnant. So you can't sit here and say and play that card that, oh, it's in the moment, because it was in the moment with Harvey, but you still did it and you went back and now you're actively pursuing Nomi because you feel like you need to get to know her. It's messy, guys. I'm telling you, it's so super messy. And I'm like, yo, Fireman John, when are you going to take accountability for your actions? Like, come on now. Like, Nomi's a good girl and nobody really gets the time to get to know her because they just objectify her. They look at her body, they see her performance, and they just see her as an enigma. Almost like she's not really real. So because of that, they can just objectify her. So Fireman John is spitting game and he's saying that it's all spur of the moment. He is really mesmerized by Nomi because he's never seen somebody like Nomi. But you know, Nomi has a secret. Nomi is a transgender woman and she is a performer there. And she knows that Fireman John has never been there, but she's not new to the game. She's met plenty of men that have come to that club for the first time to experiment, take one good look at her and try to approach her. And let's just say men don't really treat Nomi with respect because she's trans. And she doesn't have the best of luck with them. So she just doesn't trust. She doesn't trust. She's been hurt a lot. But she can't explain it. It's something about Fireman John. I don't know. And the fact that he's talking like that is making her sort of get hot and heavy and feel something again. And Nomi hasn't felt something in a long time. She's been numb. So she's not going to overthink it and she's going to go with the flow. And she starts to flirt with Fireman John and she asks him, well, do you have a name? He's like, John. Okay, John. My name is Nomi. Nomi. A unique name, just as unique as you. Handsome? I can tell it's your first time. I'll say this. There's a lot about me you don't know, sugar. Well, I want to get to know every part of you. I mean, everything about you. I guess follow me. Nomi and Fireman John go into the pink powder room. That's Nomi's personal dressing room. Because Nomi's really shy, honestly. She doesn't really get out much. You see, people, she sort of feels like people just see what they want to see, but nobody really takes the time to get to know her, and people always have something to say to her. And when she goes out in public, she has to deal with derogatory and just really hurtful words being thrown at her because of her being trans and being from a small town. But Nomi is a fighter and she's a survivor, and she continues to walk out with her held head high, her high ponytail, her glitter hair, and her ponytail and her rhinestones, and she shines every single day. And there's been times where she's walked down the road and people throw bricks and rocks and soda cans at her, and there's been times where people have assaulted her and bashed her and beat her up, but Nomi has a dream, and one day she's gonna achieve that dream, and she's just waiting to get noticed. She's honing her craft and performing every day, and every day getting better, because she's gonna see herself on the top in the big screen. She's gonna be an example for girls like her from a small town, a town that people will probably overlook, you know? Let's just say Nomi is from Brownsville, Texas. There's a place called Brownsville, Texas, but like a small part of Brownsville, Texas. And it's not the good area of Brownsville, Texas, but there you go. Oh yeah, because he lives in Texas with Christy, so she gotta live in Texas if he only drove an hour away. All right, so yeah, she's from Brownsville, Texas. And that showed us out of our life. So she pulls Fireman John into the pink powder room, which is her dressing room, and it's all pinked out, and she has her teddy bears and her dolls, and you know, he walks in, he's like, wow, I didn't know what to expect about your dressing room, but this is definitely super girly, almost like little kid. And she's like, wow, I didn't get to be a kid. I didn't get to be a kid growing up. I didn't have the easiest start. So now that I'm an adult and, you know, I can create my safe spaces, I sort of just decorate it the way I want. And I just allow myself to be who I want to be, the real me. You see, the Nomi that people see on stage is something I do to sort of protect myself, I guess. It's like if I get them cheering for me, then maybe they won't hate me. Maybe the cheers were over. Maybe the cheers would drown out all the words of negativity and hate that are thrown at me. And Fireman John tells her, I wouldn't know why anybody would have anything negative to say about you. And Nomi's like, let me ask you a question. Um, what brought you to this club, Fireman John? You know that this is a gay club. I mean, all are welcome, but I'm just curious. Tell me a little bit about you. What brought you here? Fireman John didn't know what to say. He didn't know what to say. Fireman John didn't know what to say. He didn't know what to say. Fireman John didn't know what to say. Yo, let me tell you something. I know y'all gonna get mad at me, but I'ma end it there. I'ma end it there because Fireman John does not know that Christy is trans. He does
All right,
not
guys.
know.
So I
And
realized that I
Christy is
said
sort of getting that
Christy, but
feeling
it's
that she's
Nomi
like,
who's
ooh, I don't
trans.
think he
So
knows,
ignore
and
my
I'm
little
gonna have to
mess
tell
up.
him, and
It's
I don't know how
Nomi
he's
who's
gonna
trans,
react,
not
and I'm
Christy.
worried about my safety. So I think maybe I need to rethink this because my head's been too in the moment, and a girl like her can't have that fairy tale moment. We can't have that moment of spontaneity, of that love at first sight, and everything just works out. I mean, let's be real. Life isn't a fairy tale, and life isn't a game full of dolls. It's hard and it is tough, but we still gotta go out there and live it. And I'm glad that you guys enjoy these type of story times with me, honestly. These are my moments where I get to just let my inner child play and use my imagination, and I invite you guys into my safe space, into my little world where I get to do the things that I didn't get to do. Dress up and wear upside down tiara because I can. Throw on my little Dora the Explorer bob and put on my little hippie glasses and wear it because I want to, and because nobody is going to hurt me because I want to. And that's just the truth. And I know that lately haven't been, you know, I haven't been telling you guys much. Honestly, there's a lot that's been going on and I've been holding a lot of it back. I just want to let you guys know, and I have to be transparent with you. I'm going to be honest with you about what's going on, but I can't really say too many details. I'm gonna give you a basic general idea of what I've been going through and what's been going on. I'm gonna talk about the camper, what's going on with the camper, what's going on with the truck, I'm gonna talk about everything that I can talk about. And I am going to go live on TikTok. The reason why I'm gonna go live on TikTok is because I can add moderators there. And I definitely would love moderators on my lives. It just really helps a lot because the negativity sometimes gets too real. And I've been dealing with a lot of negativity. And I just want to be honest with you guys and tell you what's going on. So I will be going live. Hold on. Espérate. Okay, so I will be going live at 8:30 tonight, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time on TikTok. So please be on the lookout for that. And I'm going to talk about everything that's been going on and give you guys the inside scoop so that you can be up to date with everything that is my life and the craziness. So until next time, bendiciones. I love you for watching. And I'll see you tonight at 8:30. Don't forget, if you can make it, I'll appreciate it. I really, really want to see some numbers on that live. Hopefully we can get up to 1,000. And on that note, don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell if you haven't already so you can be alerted when I post my next video, as well as give me a thumbs up and comment. Give me a comment down below. All right. Bye, guys.